6-man winner with the Clippers will go to the line. It has not been an easy adjustment for Montrezl Harrell. Last year played so well for the LA Clippers. This year he's had some good stretches. His numbers are solid. Not playing as many minutes, not getting as much touches, but it's been inconsistent at times.
Well, 3 centers makes it a challenge for the coaching staff and for the 3 players.
And I think the thing, if I'm Harrell, my mentality's got to be the way I got paid and made it in this league. I gave great energy, great effort, great enthusiasm from day one. So I was a difference maker because of the way I went about my business. He's got to get back to being that. Then he's a handful to defend.
And I think it's interesting, too. I think the challenge going forward for the coaching staff is at times last year they played with, as a free throw rebounds given up, they played with Anthony Davis at center. So now that they have 3 other centers, do you ever get back to that lineup?
Right. It's basically 4 centers that all feel they deserve time. Horton Tucker goes inside, flips it up, and an offensive foul is called. Horton Tucker picks up the personal. Frank Vogel obviously disagrees with the call. Horton Tucker wants to see the replay. Not a lot there.
To me, that's not a defensive foul, but it's not an offensive foul either.
Poole to Wiggins. Wiggins trying to slam it. Shot blocked. Horton Tucker right there. Met him at the rim, and then a foul as Wiggins goes crashing to the floor.
I like Wiggins trying to attack like that.
Attacking the rim. Good job of going vertical. But I like you talked about, they need him to be aggressive on the offensive end.
Foul is on Caruso. Caruso picks up his first. Here's Poole, and Poole is fouled before any shot attempt. Caruso trying to fight over the screen, picks up his second.
And I agree with the Lakers defensively right now. You have to treat Jordan Poole the way you treat Steph Curry with that first unit, because he's a guy that can get hot and then the rim opens up for him.
Poole, the last 6 games, averaged 20 a game. He had a career high 38 last week. And with Curry on the bench, Frank Vogel said he's kind of taken over like the C.J. McCollum role in terms of when Lillard goes to the bench, McCollum has to score. They need Poole to score. Not that time as Kuzma gets the rebound. Not that he was comparing him to C.J. McCollum. Horton Tucker short on the 3. Here's Poole inside the arc. 6 on the 24. Wiggins against Caruso. Nice spin move and finish from Andrew Wiggins. He's got 9 points.
He has a great right to left spin.
Harrell knocked away. Ball picked up. Toscano Anderson. 2-on-1 break. Goes right at LeBron James and finishes. And a timeout call by Frank Vogel.
They got a lot of doubt down there. We got a lot of belief. Good job, guys. Good quarter. Good quarter. Yes, sir. Holding our own on the boards, defending without fouling, all good stuff.
He has been proud of this team. Talked about, disjointed early. Obviously the injury to Klay Thompson. He said, but they've come together really well as the season went on. He kept telling the team late in the season, we're going to go on a run. We're going to go on a run. And they finished 15-5 in those last 20 games.
And I like how Wiggins is picking up full court on occasions.
James drives, gets inside, blocked by Toscano Anderson, knocked out of bounds. Still Laker ball.
This is just good verticality.
Boy, this kid is tough. Warriors have 5 blocked shots already. James gets inside, bank shot, missed it. Ball tipped out, Toscano Anderson pushing it up the floor. Mulder, Poole, Toscano Anderson out there with Looney and Wiggins. Wiggins fires a 3, way off, and it's Laker ball.
And you look at this game right now with 7 minutes to go in the second quarter. One team is getting after it like they want it, and the other team is in chill mode. And if you're the Lakers, you have to respond because the Warriors are here to advance to Sunday.
Kuzma gets that one to go. Prior to that shot, the Lakers were shooting 24% from the field. They had missed 8 shots in a row.
That's a very strong, assertive move by Kuzma.
Wiggins to Looney. Toscano-Anderson can't get the 3. Montrezl Harrell with the board. James finds Montrezl Harrell inside and throws it down in a crowd. His first field goal. And a timeout call by Steve Kerr.
The Warriors are shooting 38%, 29 from 3, and Steph Curry has 5 points.
You know, both these teams, their defense has been a big part of their success. As we mentioned, Lakers #1 defensive rating and the Warriors #5. Poole goes right at Drummond. Layup is good. Tough shot from Jordan Poole. Lakers looking to push the other way. Steve Kerr talked about that. He wants his team to really push the tempo tonight. Schroeder gets some room. Davis tries the 3. Davis has not shot the ball well from 3 since his return from the calf injury. Curry finds some room, gets inside, draws the foul. Banker won't go. He's mad at himself, but he'll get 2 free throws.
And that's 2 straight pick and rolls that Drummond has been ineffective in defending. He's got to get down a little bit lower. He has great feet. He can do this, but he can't reach and get himself out of position.
Well, Curry has talked this year. It's the best he's felt physically and the best he has seen the game this year.
And the year off last year might have helped that as well.
Only 5 games played with a broken hand. There's no question it re-energized him. You know, players will talk about this. Guys who play in the finals year after year, the grind of that. LeBron James, that's one of the unbelievable things about what he's able to do. It's almost like another season, and it has recharged him. Dennis Schroeder trying to get going, still looking for his first field goal, throws it away. Green with the steal.
That's great pick and roll defense. I mean, that's superior ability to play 2, play the ball handler and play the roll man. You see Schroeder, he's got to come off to score. Green stunning at him and recovering. That's beautiful.
That's outstanding.
Steve Kerr talks about it all the time. He knows what the opponent is running. He blows up opponents' plays all the time. Nice feed inside, but Bazemore rushed it. Although Davis's presence had something to do with that. Caldwell Pope 3-pointer. Short. Right back to him. Up top to Schroeder. Caldwell Pope pass inside. Broke it up. Bazemore this time got a hand on it. Boy, active hands again from the Warriors. Poole explodes to the rim and finishes. Jordan Poole his second field goal, and it's back to a 10-point Warriors lead. The Lakers have 30 points, and there's under 5 to play in the first half. Schroeder fakes. Caruso barely had it in his hand, knocks down the 3.
I'm looking at that last possession. Anthony Davis has Kent Bazemore on him and comes out to center high screen and roll, a side screen and roll. No, get me the basketball. It's your time to be a little bit more aggressive.
Toscano-Anderson, Bazemore fakes, drives on Caruso, leans in on Drummond, flips it up, way off. And an offensive foul is going to be called on Anthony Davis. And Frank Vogel hot once again.
But right now, Draymond Green is putting on a master's class on how to defend. He has taken Anthony Davis out of the ballgame. Now that's just a smart play. He puts himself in position to take the hit, but he is in the head of Anthony Davis thus far.
And some jawing going on right now, and a technical foul handed out, double technical. John Goble came in. I believe it's on Davis and Toscano-Anderson. The Warriors are saying, why is it a double technical?
If you're Draymond Green, you don't want to get caught in this. You already have a technical foul yourself.
So it is on Davis, but the other one's on Poole, Jordan Poole.
That's like the old line when the NCAA got really mad at Kentucky, they put Cleveland State on probation.
Curry for three. His first three-pointer of the half, and from way downtown, and it makes it a 10-point game again.
But Davis is now at the 5 position.
And LeBron James back in. Schroeder 0 for 7. Gets James, guarded by Toscano Anderson. Leans in. Excellent defense. Throws it away. Boy, this Golden State defense, as you said, Mark, they're putting on a clinic here in the first half. 5 to shoot for the Lakers. Caruso. Shot clock winding down, and Poole with a foul with 3.4 remaining on the shot clock. Davis gets that one to go. Just his second field goal. He was 1 for 9 prior to that. It's an 8-point game. Despite the horrific shooting by the Lakers, especially their stars, again, they're only down 8. Curry, another 3. Back-to-back threes for Steph Curry. Now he's got 12. And this equals the largest lead of the first half. Wiggins back in. Now Curry switches on James. The 2 former MVPs. Davis against Wiggins. Davis settles for the jump shot and a rebound. Toscano Anderson. Green, beautiful pass ahead. Toscano Anderson stripped by Caldwell Pope. Schroeder tries a 3. And Schroeder still without a field goal. James to Davis. Davis blocked. Green got a piece of it. And the Warriors go the other way. Another forced turnover by Golden State. Curry gets inside. Blocked by Schroeder. Here comes Caruso the other way. Caruso almost tried an alley-oop to himself, but somehow managed to get the layup to go.
He did alley-oop it to himself. Got away with it.
Which is fine. You can throw it up. But I'll tell you what, Green not giving James a dunk, to me, is next level intelligence.
Draymond Green, cross court to Poole. Poole for 3. Knocks it down. 8 3-pointer for Golden State. Now the Golden State Warriors showing once again why they've been one of the best defensive teams in the NBA this season, led by Draymond Green. And guys, you got to figure, watch so much basketball. He's one of the smartest defensive players I've seen in all my years covering the NBA.
Well, I had the privilege of coaching him, so I'm well aware from day one. His instincts, his intelligence, superior.
Schroeder the drive. Nearly another forced turnover, but Caldwell Pope has it. And a whistle and a foul. Let's check in with Rachel.
Mike, this is so interesting. According to all the tracking data we have now, if you look over the past 8 years, no one has defended Anthony Davis on more plays than, Draymond Green. So Draymond told me that means there's no surprises. AD knows all of his little tricks. He knows all of Anthony's. Instead, he said, quote, what it's going to boil down to in this game, it boils down to heart. It boils down to who wants it more. It boils down to who can outthink the other guy on a particular play. He said, it's not that I will go ahead and say, I don't know what he's capable of. I know what he's capable of, Draymond said. It's can I stop him? And as you guys have noted tonight, we've seen a clinic. Draymond's been doing that work, Mike.
Thank you, Rachel. As Wiggins picks up the foul, James hits the free throw. He just seems to shine come playoff time. He lives for these type of games, these type of matchups.
But you know what he knows also, Coach? He knows that it's his advantage if it comes down to heart. And it's no disrespect to Anthony Davis, but he has a fighter's chance in that situation. If it boils down to talent, it's Anthony Davis all day long.
Lakers shooting 30% from the field, 29% from 3. And they have 38 points with a minute and a half to play in the second. Curry, three-pointer. Too strong. Rebound, Caruso. Davis comes back to Caruso. Poole all over Caruso, and his headband knocked. Now James and Wiggins. Caldwell Pope, corner three is up. Shot no good. And Wiggins with a rebound.
And great block out by Toscano Anderson. You don't see blocking out, but he eliminated Davis's size with that block out.
Wiggins, nice turnaround. Shot wouldn't go. James looks to lead the break the other way. Pass inside Caruso. Layup. Tough shot. Able to get it off the glass. Caruso is their leading scorer, and they're only playing double figures with 12.
And that's a good sign if you're the Golden State Warriors. Game plan discipline.
And I like this lineup with Davis at 5 a lot more from a spacing standpoint.
Poole cross court. Toscano Anderson with 5 to shoot. And hits the three-pointer. Juan Toscano Anderson, 8 points off the bench. Back to 12 with 25 seconds remaining. The 3 leading scorers for the LA Lakers, James, Davis, and Schroeder, 3 for 27 from the field. Schroeder the drive, layup is good. Tough shot, and he finally gets one to go. He was 0 for 8.
And I'm not allowing Steph Curry to play one-on-one in this situation.
Either are they.
Curry, step back three. Bang! At the buzzer! Steph Curry from downtown, and the Warriors will take a 13-point lead into halftime. What a first half for Golden State. Defensively putting on a clinic, and then Curry coming alive from three-point range in the second period. Bazemore steps back, three-pointer way off. Rebound Looney, but he's called for a push. Looney, by the way, had 11 rebounds in that first half as he picks up his second.
Yeah, Coach, if I was Dennis Schroeder, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, looking at what we talked about, their impact in that first half, I'd cut off the coach's speech in the locker room at halftime. And I'd look and say, I've got to be better. I've got to do a better job of taking care of my business. Forget about what's on the board.
Again, considering those numbers, they're fortunate to be only down by 13. As we've seen in the NBA, 13 points is not a huge deficit to overcome. And the shot clock's down to 4. Schroeder drives on Wiggins. And a foul. We'll take it on the side. And we'll send it over to Rachel.
Well, Mike, I'm told there was plenty of excitement as the Warriors piled into the locker room coming off that great Steph shot to close the first half. But I'm also told it only lasted about 15 seconds. And then Steve Kerr got everyone to buckle down and refocus. No major adjustments for the Warriors, but he did tell the team, prepare for the Lakers to make some runs here. They're a championship team. We just have to weather them. Meanwhile, over on the Lakers side, the coaching staff told players they got to be more physical against this Warriors squad. They do have that size advantage, but they also told the guys, just relax. We're missing wide open shots. Just ease into it here. These are shots that you can make, Mike.
Thank you, Rachel. As Draymond Green picked up the foul. Initially, Josh Tibbins said it was on the floor, but talked with his fellow officials. They changed it to the act of shooting.
No, he got bullied by LeBron James into asking. No, that's the real deal.
That's another way of putting it.
And they changed the call. And I'm not saying it wasn't the right call. I'm saying that's why they discussed it. And I would have a different message for the Lakers. I wouldn't say relax. I would say we're too relaxed. Let's do something.
No doubt Warriors look like the hungry team. Curry saves it, but right to Schroeder on an errant pass from Green. And here comes James. James gets into the paint. Mid-range jumper shot won't go. Looney another rebound. Quick outlet to Curry. Curry to Bazemore. Attacks the rim. Layup. Shot no good. Golden State looking to push at every opportunity. Schroeder draws the foul. Shot won't go, but Steph Curry will pick up his second personal.
And that's been a problem for Golden State all year, which is fouling too much. And to start this half, they haven't made them make shots. They put Schroeder to the line twice.
Schroeder missed 14 days down the stretch with the health and safety protocols. Played the last 2 games, but his conditioning is far from where it should be. Schroeder led the team in scoring when LeBron James was out. Mark, they need him to be super aggressive.
Absolutely. Out of pick and rolls, in transition. At their best, he's that third option, and at times carries them offensively.
Curry to Green. Green trying to jam it. James and Drummond right there. James down the other end. Layup. Block. A foul. Count it. And 1. Still went down. And a chance for a 3-point play. And suddenly it's just a 7-point game with a free throw.
The coach, a recipe for disaster if you're the Warriors. Allowing the Lakers to get to the free throw line, turning the basketball over, and giving them easy opportunities in transition.
Sometimes teams in this league frustrate me, but what the Utah Jazz just did by giving out 52 full ride scholarships to underserved kids is a home run that the whole league should adopt.
Absolutely.
When the players were calling the kids, I looked at that video and I was absolutely so proud of Utah and the players. I just thought it was brilliant.
So special for those young men and women as Wiggins spins and banks it home. Back up to 8 for Golden State. Warriors have led the entire game. Lakers have not led. The largest lead is 13. Right now 57-49. Caldwell Pope to James. James kicks it out. Caldwell Pope off the bounce. Running layup is good. Sweet move from Kentavious Caldwell Pope. He's got 8 points.
And I like that offensive set by Los Angeles, having James as the screener. When he's the screener, it is really hard to guard pick and roll.
Curry behind the back, flips it up, and Whittle short as Davis grabs the rebound.
And especially the screener with Curry involved, it puts you in a dilemma defensively.
James to Davis. Davis, 3-pointer won't go. Lakers just 5 of 19 from downtown. Golden State has hit twice as many threes. Dangerous pass stolen by Caldwell Pope. Caldwell Pope down the other end. Layup blocked, but a foul. Draymond Green upset after the turnover. Caldwell Pope will shoot a couple of free throws.
But again, when we're talking about a team that's struggling to score, you're giving them opportunities. Carelessness on the offensive end by the Warriors.
And they're already, the Lakers are already in the penalty. So they're shooting the rest of the quarter while LA hasn't committed a team foul.
Well, Golden State already 5 team fouls in Caldwell Pope's numbers. One of these teams tonight will earn the 7th seed in the West and the right to get into the NBA playoffs. And you can watch the NBA playoffs starting Saturday on ABC, ESPN, TNT, and NBA TV. The winner tonight will face Phoenix. That game 1 will be Sunday. Time to be determined in Phoenix against the Suns. Just a spectacular season. They finished 2nd. Utah finished 1. These two teams in the play-in. Schroeder against Wiggins, playing physical. Wiggins spins, tied up, shot clock at 5. Green, another turnover. As Davis brings it into the front court. Back up Schroeder. Puts up the 3, puts it in. Dennis Schroeder, just his 2nd field goal. And it's a 1-point game.
You get into rhythm at the free throw line. So he caught a rhythm at the free throw line. And now he knocks in the 3.
And a foul down the other end. Crowd doesn't like it. There's about 6,000 fans here at the Staples Center tonight.
And this is just a wide open catch and shoot 3. And Mike, you mentioned 6,000 fans. I also love that they were able to get more fans because they have a vaccinated section.
Yep.
I love that.
Curry, step back, 3-pointer, and his foul. Schroeder commits the personal. That's going to be his first, and Curry will shoot 3 free throws.
And I thought he kicked out his leg. I would really think about challenging that.
He does get into that landing area.
And Mike, you talked about the winner playing the Phoenix Suns. I want to say congratulations to Coach Monty Williams, who the coaches voted him as the coach of the year this season in the NBA. A job well done and an award well deserved.
Absolutely. Terrific job. And I love their whole team attitude. They weren't trying to manipulate the standings. Whoever comes our way, comes our way.
How about the season Chris Paul has had for that team? Meanwhile, these two coaches, a little chess match right now. Curry hits all three. Lead back up to 4. 18 points for Curry.
As a successful coach in this league for so many years, did you ever try to manipulate the standings and see who you was going to match up with?
No, I had just whether I was right or wrong, that whole karma as Anthony Davis takes another 3, I just didn't believe in it. If you're a championship mentality, I just think you got to play everybody.
Blocked by Looney. Drummond tried to get it to go. He thought he was fouled. Again, the initial Draymond Green defense on Davis forced him to pass it. Wiggins, step back jumper, got it. Andrew Wiggins now with 13 points.
How about the move by Wiggins?
That's not an easy shot.
No, but he's got that right to left spin.
Wiggins one-on-one with LeBron James, who's just 2 of 9 from the field. Jumper is good.
He's got to look at it like it's disrespectful. As good a defender as Wiggins is, you're going to play me one-on-one. Recognize who I am. Take it personal.
Schroeder gets right up into Curry. Curry splits the defense. Dangerous pass stolen by Caldwell Pope. That's 9 turnovers now for the Warriors. 4 of them already here in his third quarter. We played just 5 minutes. Schroeder baseline jumper is short. Curry triple team finds Looney. Touch pass to Bazemore. Corner 3 is good. Bazemore with his third 3-pointer. And now Frank Vogel wants a timeout. The lead right back up to 7. The 11th 3-pointer for Golden State.
You know what I like too? The sweatsuits that the Warriors are wearing with paying homage to Oakland. That's pretty good. I love that.
Drummond hands off Caldwell Pope. They double team him. Davis swings it. Now Schroeder across the lane. Shot clock down to 7. Schroeder given some room. Hesitated. Shot clock at 2. Caruso on the drive. On the pull-up shot way off. And a 24-second violation. Another excellent defensive sequence from Golden State.
But I thought Schroeder cooperated. He had a couple of shots that he turned down instead of being aggressive.
And I'll tell you what I find interesting. Didn't they say before the game that they wanted to limit LeBron James to 28 or 30 minutes? He only has 8 minutes left.
Well, he's sitting right now. He played 17 and a half minutes in the first half.
And 22 overall, so.
Wiggins against Caruso. Wiggins, nice feet inside. Looney gathers and throws up a shot off the glass. Just his second field goal. But Looney's played some excellent defense, and he has 12 rebounds.
And they missed him earlier in the possession by Green on a slip.
Drummond across the lane, flips it up and in. 4 points for Drummond. Curry gets away from the double team, continues left-handed off the glass, won't go, chipped in by Kevon Looney. Looney part of those championship teams. He's got the corporate knowledge. Drummond calling for it, one-on-one with Looney. Spins in the paint, falls down, lost it. And Bazemore fouled by Schroeder.
And if I'm the Warriors, you're doing me a favor posting up Drummond against Looney. I know he scored the last possession, but if I'm Anthony Davis, I've got to look to be aggressive and demand the basketball. This is not a winning recipe, Coach.
I agree. If you can get them to post Drummond, that plays away from their strength. But again, I like this. Inserting the highly intense Wes Matthews and putting Anthony Davis at the center position.
Matthews, his first minutes tonight. Curry, long distance. Hits a three. Steph Curry, his fourth three-pointer of the game. It's back up to a dozen. Toscano Anderson and Mulder back in now. Stripped by Green and stolen. Ball loose, picked up by Curry. Knocked out of his hands by Caruso. Caldwell Pope to Caruso. Cross court, Matthews. Matthews for three. Talk about an instant contribution.
And that's a huge turn of events. Up 12, all the momentum going in transition. Curry turns it over, and then a three.
Caruso steal on that, an important play. And then a foul called on Caldwell Pope. Frank Vogel irate again.
I'm looking at the sideline, and you see greatness in Drake and Michael B. Jordan just shaking their head at Chef Curry with the shot. And the response, Caruso to Matthews. Knockdown shot, giving the Lakers life.
Matthews in his first year, and there they are. Sitting courtside. Draymond Green blocked by Davis. Anthony Davis, sensational defensive play.
And Green usually gets a layup of game off that fake to Curry.
Davis calling for it, gets it inside, shot's good, and one. Davis at both ends and a chance for a three-point play.
Well, Coach, here's what you're talking about, putting Davis at the 5 so the screen and roll takes Draymond Green off him, puts a smaller Anderson on him. He can have his way, gets the contact and the finish.
Well, and there's room to move and post. Here he starts it off. That's a tremendous block shot, but it starts with the lineup construction that with 4 perimeter players surrounding Davis, he can go in there without Drummond or another center clogging it up.
Anthony Davis, only 36 games played during the regular season, missed 36, 30 of them with that right calf. He was starting to show signs last final games of the season, had that 42-point game against Phoenix. He has struggled so far tonight, but still a long way to go. 6-point Warriors lead, 4 minutes to play. Pass inside to Curry, missed the layup, but a foul.
We got to show that. That is brilliance, moving without the basketball.
And not a foul, a goaltending.
I mean,
That's right, Mark, so 2 points for Curry.
It's just so good. If more guys were willing to move at the speed and the consistency of Curry, they'd be rewarded too.
Matthews misses. Curry stumbles a bit. Now keeps his dribble alive against Davis. Lost it. Ball deflected and a backcourt violation.
Well, Curry's been loose with the ball this quarter, but this is brilliant. Comes off the initial screen. Sets it up like he's going to come off the stagger. Back cuts. That's just...
Well, Anthony Davis was saying, you know, usually when a guy gives up the ball, the defender can relax a little bit. He goes, but that's when Steph Curry is his most dangerous, after he gives up the ball.
I know I said it before, but think about it. You add Klay Thompson, who moves in a similar form and fashion, the pressure that they put on your defense collectively is unmatched in the history of this game.
Matthews to Davis, guarded by Toscano Anderson. Green looking to help. Davis spins, contested shot way off. That one hit the side of the backboard, and Green gets the rebound.
A well-timed double team by Green on the baseline side.
Davis now 3 for 16. Toscano Anderson pass to Bazemore. A lot of contact over on the far side. Bazemore, three-pointer won't go. Davis the rebound. Under 3 to play here in the third. Alex Caruso goes all the way, blocked by Green. Bazemore the other way. Draymond Green, again, just putting on a defensive clinic. Plus 6 assists, 5 rebounds, gets inside, layup, he missed it. Ball knocked out of bounds, still Golden State ball. Green thought he was fouled.
There's Caruso turning the corner. sees Green. That's outstanding defense and help by Draymond Green, who's been doing it all night long.
That's his third block. Warriors have 8 to shoot. Jordan Poole has come in. LeBron James back in. Pass inside to Wiggins, stolen by James. That's the 7th turnover here in the third. They only had 5 the first half. Kuzma to Davis. The fast break can be lethal for the Lakers, and they've cut the deficit to 6.
And if the Warriors lose this game, they're going to look at this quarter and recognize this is where it happened. Carelessness on the offensive end.
Another turnover. The Warriors get it back. Wiggins for 3. Under 2 to play. Third quarter here in this play-in game. Kuzma, backdoor layup is good. Timeout, Golden State. This one has been terrific. The marquee matchup of the play-in has not disappointed. Curry tied up, gets it inside to Green. Green to Wiggins. Wiggins hard off the glass, won't go. The tip is up and good. Boy, Wiggins playing with a force tonight at both ends. He's got 15. It's a 6-point Warriors lead. Matthews cuts, looking for Davis. James, three-pointer, puts it in. His first three-pointer of the night, and it's a 3-point game.
But you look at the post-up play where Wiggins had him one-on-one. He shoots a fadeaway one-legged shot. Now knocks down a 3. That's good defense. Sometimes you just got to give credit to greatness.
Oh, Curry, beautiful pass, but Wiggins couldn't handle it, and Kuzma comes the other way. Lob it in. Davis throws it down. Lakers within 1. Boy, is it fun to hear a large crowd, the noise of that once again. Curry on the drive. Curry for 3. It's good. Steph Curry from way downtown. His 5th three-pointer of the night.
You know how tough a shot that was?
I mean, other great NBA players can't shoot that. He is one of a kind on that type of pass it, sprint, catch, and fire.
James backdoor to Caruso. Another backdoor cut leads to a layup.
But there's more space on the floor now that the traditional center is out, and so there's more cutting avenues.
No fouls to give here for the Lakers. Draymond Green wide open for 3.
Welcome back to the State Farm NBA Play-In Tournament. Here with Coach Frank Vogel. Frank, what do you attribute that lockdown defense in the third quarter? You really forced a bunch of Warriors turnovers.
Yeah, defense has been pretty good most of the night. We ratcheted it up a little bit in that quarter. We know that's Steph's quarter to get going. Still hit a few bombs on us. We got to live with that. But, our guys are motivated, and, we take pride in being the #1 defense in the league, and we're going to need it down the stretch here.
Do or die fourth quarter, a playoff berth on the line. You've got Steph Curry on the other side. What do you tell your guys?
Got to execute. Okay, that's what you got to worry about. Execute our defensive coverages and get a good shot every time down.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right, Rachel. James the rebound after the beautiful feed to Davis to tie the game. Opening minute here, fourth quarter. Warriors' largest lead was 13 early in the third.
And the Warriors did a good job when Curry and Green rested in the first half, but this is danger zone right now.
James inside, bank shot, missed it, and Kevon Looney could not quite hold on. And it's Laker ball with 14 now on the shot clock.
And I love this substitution of Draymond Green coming back in. That's just a beautiful pass to Davis. You need to match Green's minutes with Davis.
Kuzma trying to get free. They lob it into Kuzma over Poole, lays it up and in, and the Lakers with their first lead of the night.
How long does Steve Kerr leave Steph Curry out of this ball game?
That's the 9th assist from LeBron James. Mulder to Poole. Poole's been excellent off the bench down the stretch of the regular season. This is a whole different ball game. Mulder harassed and stolen by Caruso. The turnovers continue to mount in the second half for the Warriors.
And this is where Wiggins was stationary that entire possession. He's got to be great when Curry rests.
James drives on Toscano Anderson. Layup, banks it home. Timeout, Golden State. Wiggins battling with Matthews. Matthews, an excellent defender throughout his career. Wiggins trying to draw a foul, didn't get the whistle.
Well, we said a lot about the Warriors turning the ball over. You got to give credit to this Laker defense. They have increased the volume.
And I think it starts with who you're playing. So Wes Matthews, he has been intense as James goes in with the reverse. And there's more room on the floor.
A 6-point lead. That's a 19-point turnaround here in the second half. Curry looking. Toscano Anderson driving. Layup. Offensive foul. James draws the charge. And Davis falls on top of him.
And I think Steve Kerr may be challenging this. And that's a block.
And it is going to be a challenge. So they'll challenge. Those guys will get up. And we'll see what happens. 8 points, 5 rebounds off the bench. It's only the 11th and 12th free throws of the game for Golden State.
Second half so far, they haven't played Montrezl Harrell. They haven't played Horton Tucker. They've gone with a very tight rotation.
Steve Kerr has only played 8 players. His team trails by 5. 2.5 gone by in the fourth. Caruso the drive. Davis, the tip won't go. Toscano Anderson the rebound. Again, Draymond Green contesting the shot. Curry back into Green. Davis on Curry. Green pass, tried to thread the needle and turned it over. Ahead, beautiful feed to Matthews. Good transition defense though from the Warriors. Kuzma the drive, can't finish. Wiggins barrels into Matthews. Offensive foul. Boy, what a call from Frank Vogel to get Wes Matthews off the bench. He has really had an impact.
As a coach, you have to have guys that you trust. That when it matters most, I know exactly what they're going to do. And Wes Matthews has been proven to be a competitor at an elite level and a guy that has no quit. And he has come out and got it done on the defensive end especially.
This is why they signed him. It's his first year with the Lakers. He's 34, his 12th year in the league. The Lakers are his 7th team. He's always been an excellent defensive player. Tough, fearless. Rob Pelinka wanted to bring him for these kind of games. There's certain matchups you need him defensively. He can also hit a 3.
Competitors only apply. It's hard to find great competitors. Wes Matthews is.
Davis, jump shot. Got it. Anthony Davis has come alive in the second half. The Laker lead is 7. Curry for 3. Answers. Steph Curry with his 6th three-pointer. He's got 29.
So they clear the whole side, eliminate the help, and allow Steph Curry to win his matchup one-on-one.
And Caruso was substituted out of the game.
Curry on Davis, isolated there on the elbow. Wiggins looking to help. Poole comes over to help. Matthews inside Kuzma. Shot clock at 4. Kuzma, tough fall-away shot, in and out. And the fight for the rebound goes to Draymond Green. Curry on the drive. Scoop layup. He banks it home. Oh, what a sweet move from Curry. 31 points, and it's a 2-point game. And Poole just pushing Matthews out of the way. That's going to be the first team foul here in the fourth.
No Caruso harassing him. Schroeder inserted into the game. Steph Curry knocks down a three, gets a rhythm, and keeps them off balance. Turns the corner. Spectacular finish before the contest.
An efficient game for Curry. 10 of 18 from the field, 6 of 9 from 3. Davis left alone for 3. Got it! Anthony Davis, his first three-pointer of the night. He was 0 for 5. And it's back to a 5-point Laker lead.
Get a couple layups, get a dunk, and now the jump shot becomes a little bit easier.
He struggled from three-point range all season long. Just 26%.
Well, good find by James as Green tries to take away the roll.
Always chatting away is Draymond Green. Curry gets free, drives inside, scoop layup, missed it. He thought he was hit. Steve Kerr is furious. Here's James the other way. Long three-pointer. Karam's out to Mulder. Jordan Poole. Oh, beautiful crossover. Tried to jam it. Ball knocked loose out of bounds. And it's going to be Warriors ball. That would have been quite the highlight for Jordan Poole.
I'm giving him a point just for the move. And he got fouled. How is that not a foul?
Why are you looking at me? I'm not reffing.
Wiggins. Poole on the inbound. And it's back to 3. Schroeder brings it up with 6:43 remaining. LeBron James sitting right now.
Well, he's at his minute limit. I wonder if we'll see him again.
Entry pass knocked away by Draymond Green. Poole ahead to Wiggins. Wiggins drives, floats it up. Shot is good. 19 points for Wiggins. And it's back to 1. Timeout, LA. Marv Albert, the greatest basketball announcer of all time, whose impact on aspiring broadcasters is immeasurable. Congratulations. Thanks for a spectacular career, Marv Albert.
And I'm one of those guys. 3 years with Marv Albert as a partner. Congratulations, legend.
Poole misses, screen, dives. Kuzma, though, comes up with it. Just past the midway point of the 4th. Schroeder draws the foul. Shot won't go.
I'm just trying to imagine you as a head coach of the Lakers right now. The looks you would be giving LeBron James, like basically asking him, are you ready yet?
No, I wouldn't be giving him dirty looks. I'd be giving that whoever's in charge of the minutes police. I'd be like, come on now. We'll give him off tomorrow and the next day, as Caruso is going to come back in to the game.
Schroeder has struggled tonight. Just 2 of 11 from the field. But hits the free throw. Lakers back up 2.